It has just come to my attention that I'm wearing the same exact shirt that I wore when I unboxed this computer a couple months ago, so that's fun. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm gonna be doing a little sit-down video finally, kind of just about my MacBook. I got a new one just a couple months ago, very end of April, just because I actually ended up breaking my computer during finals week because of an assignment that I had to download for one of my classes that had a virus attached to it. So I did get the 2020 M1 version of the MacBook Pro and finally got around to playing with it a lot and customizing it. So I'm gonna kind of show you guys that today. If you guys are new here, my name is Emily Harless. I am a senior at a small college in Indiana called Ball State University. Video making is one of my passions, so if you guys could like, comment, or subscribe on the video, it would mean a lot to me as it shows that I am doing things correctly and should continue to make more videos. But why don't we just kind of go ahead and get into it. So this is the 2020 M1 MacBook Pro. This is the one that was unveiled in November of 2020, so it is the newest version that is currently out. I believe a newish 2021 version just got announced, but I have the newest version that's currently out. So yeah, and I do have the newest updates and everything on there, except for, of course, the one that they just announced a couple of days ago. So of course nobody has macOS Monterey. Maybe I'll do a beta test of it in July, show you guys what I think about it if I can get a hold of it. So I actually got it in space gray. I'm gonna see if I can get the cover off to show you. I got it in this space gray color. They have this and they had the silver, which is, you know, pretty usual for the MacBook Pros. I ended up going with this one because it actually just happened to be what they had in stock at the time, but I think I might like it a little bit better than the silver. I don't think that fingerprints and stuff show up as much on it, so I do like this version. But on the outside of it, I just have this tan colored case. It's on the bottom here as well, but this is the top. So I have this tan colored case. I got it from Amazon. I'll have the link in the description down below, so check that out. But I just like to put some stickers on there. There's a couple, you know, there's a lot more blank space than I usually have on here, but I did that for a strategic reason that I'll explain in a moment. But all these stickers are from Redbubble, if you're wondering. So just to briefly go through them, future broadcast journalist. I am a journalism and telecommunications double major at my college, so that would be the reason for choosing that one. And then Leo, I'm a Leo. Seek discomfort. If you guys haven't heard of the YouTube channel Yes Theory, that is like their main slogan. They kind of basically just step out of their comfort zones a lot and go on really cool adventures, and it helps them learn about the world. And I would love to do that, and I love their channel. So PHA stands for Panhellenic Association. I am the VP of recruitment for the Panhellenic Association at Ball State, which is kind of what governs over all of the sororities. Basically, to sum up sorority life in like about 2 sentences, there are 3 big governing bodies called PHA, IFC stands for Interfraternity Council, and NPHC stands for National Panhellenic Council. So NPHC covers the historically African-American fraternities and sororities. IFC covers, when you think of like a stereotypical fraternity, that's who they cover, and PHA covers those stereotypical sororities on every college campus. So that is that. I basically organize recruitment for the whole community, so I've been doing a lot this summer for that. So have that on there. Ball State, that's obviously just where I go. Leo symbol. This, I'm getting really into my spirituality. Also, I just thought it was a pretty sticker. And then this is a lion for Leo in the Leo constellation. So the reason there's a lot of blank space is I am in a sorority on campus. However, when you are on Panhell or you are one of the recruitment counselors helping new members go through recruitment, you have to disaffiliate, basically meaning like you can't wear your letters or anything anymore until after recruitment. So usually I would have my letters on here, but I just don't right now because of that. But I did leave space so I can move things around and put my letters down here once I'm able to re-affiliate. All right, when you first open up my computer, of course it looks like this. So there is a little like keyboard cover on here. It's just this rubber kind of plasticky keyboard cover. So there's your standard keys right there. This actually came with the case from Amazon. And then of course, this one does have the touch bar. This is the 13-inch with the touch bar. So if you turn this on, there's my home screen. All right, so when you first open up into my MacBook, this is what it looks like. I have this very tan aesthetic background. These are kind of playing off my colors from my branding video that I did a little while ago. And it's also just really peaceful to me. I really enjoy it. So these are all from Pinterest. I do have this background in my backgrounds folder on Pinterest if you'd like to download it for yourself. So keep an eye out there if you want that. It is in the description below. And then the only other thing really that I keep on my home screen is this folder over here called YouTube. It looks like a little coffee cup. I actually got this icon from Julia K. Christ's website, so shout out to her for that. But yeah, and then in here, I just have the basic things that you see in every single one of my videos. So I have my little outro image over here. I have this image, which of course goes on the last video clip of my intro, the VHS overlay. I have my green screened Instagram, and then I have my floral little hello beautiful people symbol as well. So that is all I keep in there. It's just an essential kind of location that's easy to find. And then I do have this up here customized to be a grayish tan color. If you want to, of course, put any icons on yours like this, you'll just have to download a PNG image with a transparent background. You'll double click it or right click it and then click show info, get info. And then it'll come up like this. Typically you would have a little like file folder up here. You would just drag the image onto that and it should correctly upload. If not, then you can copy this image and paste it over here. So that's how that works for me. Moving down to the bottom, I have a couple of things going on. So I basically just keep the most basic apps that I use in the little bar down here that I have hidden most of the time. So of course there's Finder, I have the calendar, which I use quite often, Notes I use all the time, Google Chrome, I use that instead of Safari, personal preference sort of a thing. We will go into it. And then I have my Messages app, my FaceTime, email, Maps, Photos, App Store, Settings, and currently I have QuickTime Player up because I am screen recording. So there is all that. If we go into my Finder, you can see all of my applications. Most of them are pretty standard, come with the Mac. The only ones that I have personally downloaded are Final Cut, which is what I edit all of my YouTube videos on. And then Google Chrome, of course, I downloaded. And then coming down here, the only other things that I downloaded was Zoom. So everything else is just your standard MacBook apps. I don't have a ton in my notes, just a couple of things. I have reporter stories from my internship. I have things that I'm planning for my birthday. I do turn 21, like I mentioned earlier, on the 30th. So things that I'm trying to plan for that. I'm currently filming a TikTok that's going to be posted all the way in 2022, but I started filming it in January 1st of this year. So I have that in here. Things I need to know for my house, money savers, all just sorts of random notes. Nothing really entertaining. So in my Google Chrome, this is what it first comes up to, is this screen that I have customized. I just got this little plant drawing actually out of a Google search. I just searched up like plant drawing. And in order to do this, if you guys want to do this instead of having the generic white background, you just go down to this little pencil guy right here in the corner. And there you go, background. You can do shortcuts. If you want to add some shortcuts, you can do a whole theme, like warm grays. So up there it would change it. So super, super nice. I usually have mine either on beige and white or on this kind of green, sage green color, or this warm gray. Warm gray is what I have it on most of the time. So super freaking cute. And then up top is of course everything that I use. So I of course have my Canvas for school, and then my BSU is just the central area for my college. It's where we schedule our classes. You can find your e-bill there, things like that. But other things, so Outlook, this is my school email, which right now is like pretty much empty. The other thing that I use all the time is Notion. I filmed a couple videos on what Notion is, how to use it. It's just a big organization software. It's helpful right now because I am in between journals. I had a big planner that I used last year, but it's one of those that like starts in June, and technically I think it goes till like the beginning of July this year. I just haven't been using it. And then I'm actually gonna start bullet journaling soon. I've always wanted to get into that, so I do have a bullet journal to start. I just haven't started it yet. So this is kind of what I use as my central place to organize my whole life, really. So it is just a sage green theme. I have filmed a whole tour on this before on my channel that I'll have linked up here. So go check that out if you're curious, but it just has all this. The thing I use the most is definitely this front page because I have this like day-to-day planner down here. So obviously right now I'm gonna click off filming YouTube because I am currently filming my YouTube. So it is very helpful. I mean, I keep track of money that I'm saving over here, things I wanna watch, my grades, and like this was all of my school stuff. I have my school assignments in here. I need to take all this out now because it is done. Box is basically just the big account that Ball State uses. It's kind of like Google Drive, but we've been using Box. I think now we're actually switching to OneDrive from Microsoft, so this will be changed soon. Newslink, this is just the home page for the news organization that I work with on campus. I am their digital content manager, so I edit all of the web stories that go up for our reporters. I also do report, produce, and anchor there as well. But so anything you're seeing on this website has actually been posted by me since fall of 2019. So been in control of this website for quite a while. Yeah, Trello is kind of what we use to plan out these stories. CEO is what I use to post these stories, so it's just a big platform that we log in and post the articles off of. LinkedIn, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what a LinkedIn is. But yeah, so this is just like my professional profile. It's what I put all of my professional things on. Going over now to YouTube. So this is pretty obvious. We all know what YouTube is. As you can see, I have a lot of, well, there's Yes Theory right here in the corner actually. So I have them up there. I have a lot of Marvel things because I've been watching those, vlogs, stuff like that. So this is my Netflix, and I'm currently watching, where is my currently watching? Vampire Diaries for like the 6th time. Tiny House Nation, Big Time Rush, Marriage or Mortgage. This is a Robbery, and Why Did You Kill Me? I just watched Two Hearts the other day, so I've been living a lot of, oh my God, what is this? I'm gonna like it and go back to it later. I love house shows, so yeah. Anyways, Hulu is another one. I get logged out of like every single one of my accounts. I have Hulu as well, but apparently I'm logged out. I think my mom changed the password on me. Shows you how much I use Hulu on my laptop, so. Then I have the CBS TV network, which is actually now Paramount Plus. So yeah, Team Up is the app that my sorority uses, so I'm not gonna go into that, but it's what we use to plan out things, as is Give Pulse. It's what we use when we do our service hours. It's how we log them. I have my Facebook, obviously. Twitter, same deal. Just, I like the browser versions of them. I don't know why. University Media Services is how I rent out cameras on campus. And then I have Mellow Indie Epic Sound. Epidemic Sound is what I use with all of my videos. I have Wix. I'm currently working on a couple of different things. I usually use this the most for like school-based websites. So like, I believe I had to make one, yeah, so like I had to make one my sophomore year that was a portfolio, and then I made one this year because we had to put together a podcast for my audio presentation class. Here's my Pinterest that I was talking about a lot, so have a ton on here. Tattoos is a private board, so that's why it's not customized like my other ones, but my other ones that are public and customized are my fashion ones, which are actually things that I take from my Instagram. I'll post on Instagram and then I'll go and post them into my fashion board, especially a lot of my outfits showing, tag people in it and stuff like that. It's kind of just a way to get my name out there a little bit more. Notion images, any of the things that you saw on my Notion are in here. My 2021 vision board, I have a video on how I made that. All those photos are in here. Any of my backgrounds, like I mentioned before, I do have all those in there. And then food recipes that I thoroughly enjoy. Campus Director is what we use for sorority recruitment, is how we see all the PNMs and stuff like that, so I'm not gonna go into there. But Paramount Plus is, of course, the other thing that I told you I use all the time. I just introduced my roommates to Big Brother, so getting them into that. We just finished 2 seasons of Survivor, so a lot going on, a lot of things that we absolutely love, but that's really the gist of my Google. And frankly, that's really, I think, the gist of my MacBook, the gist of this video. I use it a lot more during the school year and have a lot more things on here and kind of covering the whole screen during the school year, unfortunately. So during the summer, it's a little bit more relaxed and calm, which I kind of prefer a little bit. So not too mad about it, but that is really it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, make sure you hit the like button down below. I love filming these tech videos for you guys. I really hope that I can get more technology things coming my way soon. I really want an Apple Watch. I really want an iPad. iPad's like essential. I don't want to get any more notebooks. I want to take all my notes on an iPad and use it to kind of up my YouTube channel. So hopefully I can get some of that. Or even like, if I could just use this for like school and like portable editing and stuff, and then get a big like actual iMac for the rest of it, that would be the goal. That's the dream. But as of right now, I'm a college kid with no funds, so we'll get there eventually. But if you guys liked it, like I said, make sure you hit the like button down below. Comment, what are your guys' favorite Apple products? Like I said, I am trying to look into some other things, so let me know down below which ones are your favorites. How do you customize your MacBooks? Is there any other tips that I should know to try to like make my life easier with my MacBook, especially since it's new and I'm still getting used to like the touch bar and everything. And also, of course, if you guys liked me, go ahead and subscribe. I have a ton of things I have planned out, every single video for the rest of summer, all the way up to August 29th already. And come August, I'm gonna be posting 2 times a week, maybe sooner. So if you wanna make sure that you guys see all that, of course, go ahead and click the subscribe button down below. What are you waiting on? And that is really it for this week. I cannot wait to see you guys next week.